Okay, so what are we going to talk about today? You know, there is a badass business owner within you. I know that because I feel it in myself. And I know that you can feel that too. What kind of creates a badass business owner is really understanding who you are and letting go of any limiting beliefs that are getting in your way of being your best self. So let's go over the 8-week course of badass business ownership. So, first of all, week one, there's going to be an audio on embracing your entrepreneurship, embracing your skills, embracing your talents, and most importantly, embracing who you are. So, in that audio, we're going to sort of go through that introduction to your journey, what that might look like for you. I'm going to have you tap into all your senses, whether that's visual or sensory, whatever works best for you. We're going to go through those affirmations to get things moving. What we want to do to create that badass business owner that you are is get stuff sort of shifting within you. We don't want it stagnant any longer. This can be a little bit emotional, right? That's why it's 8 weeks. We're not just doing it over 24 hours. In hypnosis, when we say affirmations to ourselves, we shift things. Things can get a little bit like a volcano that's been uncorked and the lava starts flowing. We want that lava to flow. When that lava is flowing, it's much easier to work with those belief systems that you might have had in your past that have made you stagnant, and you're now able to take a look at them and work them out of your mind. And of course, in hypnosis, we are all about that relaxation. So we're going to send you into relaxation. We're going to go into that high focus state of hypnosis and get the work done. If you were in a customized program with me, we would take the week to have that stuff settle within the mind. These are shorter versions. Obviously, if you want to reach out and work with me with a custom program just for you, then you can go ahead and do that. But we need that week for the mind to reprocess, reprogram, and see where the resistance is within the mind and body. So let's head on over to week two, overcoming fear of failure. I mean, that's what we do as business owners is we have to overcome that. If we don't, then it can get stuck in our way and we can come up against blocks that we just can't find our way around. I remember when we first opened this business, I was terrified of failure. And Les asked me point blank, he's like, "Are you going to give up?" And I said, "Well, no, I'm not going to give up." And he said, "Well, how are you going to fail?" And that really stuck with me. So we're going to identify those common fears in entrepreneurship, and we're going to work in that audio to help you lift those. Any resistance from the week before, you're going to work on that. You're going to have a journal to write them down and work on them specifically. We're going to replace that fear with courage and resilience. And we're going to start reframing the idea of failure as a learning opportunity. And of course, lots and lots more affirmations. Again, a week goes by. I can't stress this enough. You need that time for the body and mind to get on board. You're going to start seeing little changes. You know, in hypnosis, it's hilarious because other people will see those changes faster than you see the changes in yourself. So, here in week three, we're going to cultivate that visionary mindset, those, clearly defined business goals and visions that you have for yourself. There's going to be a meditation for aligning those actions that you need to take with long-term objectives. You're going to learn relaxation techniques, hypnosis techniques, reframing, affirmations to reduce that stress and enhance that clarity that you need. We want that badass within you to be like outwardly creative. We want you taking those little chances, even if it's just journaling them. It gets the mind and body moving in the right direction. It inspires innovation and forward thinking, which is wonderful when it comes to business. At this point during the program, you're probably going to see little shifts here and there. Maybe you've started a new project. Maybe you've picked up the phone and called somebody that you've been meaning to call for years. There's There's so many wonderful little things that you can notice that sort of drive you forward. So next is week 4, and this is where we boost that self-confidence and self-worth. This can be a little bit of an emotional week because most of us, including myself at one point, and I'm always still working on it, is dealing with that self-worth. Am I good enough? Do I have imposter syndrome? Am I worthy to be talking to these people about these things that I know about, but maybe I don't feel confident enough to talk about it. So here we get into relaxation to connect with that inner strength. So again, an audio to take you through that, to instill those objectives in your mind. We're going to go through this great hypnosis technique for that self-worth and deserving success. Affirmation after affirmation. And a big one is techniques for maintaining confidence in those stressful situations that we can find ourselves in, even if it's just paying a frickin' bill. After you go through week 4, during that week, you're going to have an opportunity to connect with me for a 1-hour coaching session. I want you to think of that coaching session almost like you've got a blanket with frayed ends, and you're sort of taking the scissors and cutting away those frayed ends, sort of cleaning up your resistances. Anything that is left over for you, I mean, there's always stuff to work on, but anything that you notice at that point that you need a little bit of work on, we're going to dive in that coaching session and help you let go of that. That coaching session is going to be $50. And during that week, you're going to have the opportunity, if you want to do that, to book that in. So now we're on to week 5, managing stress and avoiding burnout. So here we're really going to dive into those limiting beliefs that a lot of us have that tell us, well, I can't make money if I don't work my butt off. Any inner energies, thought patterns that are telling you to do something that would ultimately lead to burnout, we are going to tackle them in that week so that you can let them go and move forward without that dragging you. You're going to learn hypnosis techniques to manage that stress that, comes with owning a business. There are some stressors that are natural with owning a business, but sometimes we don't need a lot of other stresses in our life. So during that week, we're going to alleviate a lot of those extra stresses that we just don't need. Week 6, we're going to enhance those decision-making skills as a business owner. It can be hard, it can be scary to make decisions, to step out of your comfort zone, to, let's say, throw spaghetti at the wall and see what sticks. Offer programs, talk to people even, go to networking events. Those are things that we're going to work on in that week where it helps you make the decision that you want to make without being held back by fear. Again, lots and lots of affirmations for confidence, clarity, and also intuition decision making, which is a lot of fun. So head on over to week 7 now, building and maintaining those business relationships, networking, maintaining, reaching out, connecting. Those are so important when it, comes down to being that badass business owner that you want to be. Those are old skills, but you know what? They're those classic skills, those skills that never really change. We think they change, but they don't. Connection with others is so, so important in business. So we're going to get back to the basics there and enhance your feelings of wanting to connect and feeling safe to connect and less fearful of connecting. So the next thing you know, you are reaching out to people that maybe you've been scared to reach out to, right? The worst thing that they can say is no. And that's the worst thing that they can say. So let's get on board with that and get out there. And then week 8, we're going to celebrate that success and put in that planning for the future. If you're still listening to me at this point in this video, there is at the beginning of the program a goals list, what you might want to attain during the program. And you write down your goals, and they can shift, they can change, no worries there. but you're going to reflect on those goals and see where you are with them. And hands down, you're going to be pretty surprised. Here in this week, we're going to do something called future pacing in hypnosis. Future pacing, looking into the future, basically imagining or feeling yourself living out that future that you want in your business. At this point, you have become a badass business owner, no doubt in my mind. And then after that, there's a year of maintenance audios, so one a month to just keep your mind rolling in the right direction that you want for your business. So sign up below, give me a shout, and start your journey to becoming that badass business owner that I know you can be.